Day 36 speaks about do's and don'ts, or gives us some pointers that we are supposed to follow to gain that absolute truth, which goes like this. Mana raghave vina asha na kore, mana manavachi na ko kirti ture, jaya varniti veda shastre purane, taya varnitam sarvahi shladyavane. And he doesn't stop there. He continues further. Mana sarvata satya sodu na kore, mana sarvata mitya mandu na kore, mana satyate satya vache vadave, mana mityate mitya sodu nityave. So here, if you see, the first line, it goes, Mana Raghave Vina Asha na kore. He says, oh my, long for nothing in this universe other than Raghava. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Keep singing the glory of Sri Ram like this continuously, day in and day out. And long only for him is one thing. The inner meaning, what we are supposed to understand is reject everything other than the pure self, other than the absolute truth, other than the cosmic knowledge. And then he says, Mana Manavachi Nako Kirti Ture. You see, Manavachi Nako Kirti. He says, other than that absolute truth, sing no praises on any of the human beings. Because now we see every Tom, Dick and Harry claims to be something, and he says, God doesn't need any representatives, my dear friends. Of course, there are Avatar Purushas, Siddha Purushas are there, like our Gurudev and all, who have come down to the plains from the Himalayan belts to give the absolute knowledge. But understand what they are trying to show at and move in that way. For example, Gurudev comes and points out his finger and says, that is the moon. By lifting his hand, we are supposed to transcend from the tip of the index finger and jump to the moon. Right? So don't get stuck with beings as, of course, they are good men, they are God men. But God is different, God man is. They're all, they show us the path. Yes, we have due respect to all. Endalo Mahanubavar Andariki Mana Vandanalu, as the saying goes. Chagrada Kruti, yes. And he continues, Jaya Varniti Veda Shastra Purani. He says, accept only those, or sing the praise of only those where Varnite Veda Shastre Purane, where you have seen praising of the beings in the Shastras and Puranas, you sing the glory of only those people, those deities, no others. Yes. Therefore, he has taken Raghava, because Raghava comes in the Purana. I mean, Raghava, you can take any name. I don't say only Raghava, you can take Jai Sri Lakshmi Narasimha. Yes. Radhe Shama. Yes. Meaning. And he says, these are the people, Taya Varnitam Sarvahi Sadyavani. So these are the people where has been glorified in the shastras and Vedas are described. Think of that. Yes, that is okay. Now, how to be in the materialistic world, how to be in the world, how to interact with the world, he says, Mana sarvata satya sodu na kore. Here, satya he says twice. In the first line here, he says, Mana sarvata satya sodu na kore. And again in third line, it is said, Mana satyate satya vache vadave. He says, so what is the difference? He says, oh my. Satya sodu na kore. Never ever give up truth. What is truth? That which is unchanged, that which stands still during 3 periods of time, which has tested, which got tested in time. And then, Mana satyate satyavache vadave. Speak nothing but truth. Don't give up truth and don't speak anything other than truth. And what about the second and fourth line? He says, Mana sarvata mityamadum nakori. Says, never propaganda, never project the untruth, never plead for the untruth, never beg for the untruth, that which is not true. Instead, he says, seek only God, ask only God. And he says, Mana mityate mitya sodu nadhyave. He says, give up falsehood, give up artificialities, give up hypocrisies. Mani mithyate mitya sodu nadhyave. Give up myth, falsity. So the instructions now is very clear. Hold on to truth and give up falsehood. Never support the false. We know, we elders itself, we teach children how to tell lies. Somebody calls and you don't want to answer, you tell, Papa nahi hai, Papa walking par gaye hai. See? So he says, never encourage falsehood. What's that? Verse to verse, what will happen? You see, if we haven't done anything wrong, then we will not run away from situation. If we have done wrong, there's nothing wrong in confessing and saying, okay, I'm sorry. Because we believe relationship is highest. You say, sorry, I couldn't do that. Give me some time. Yes, even they do understand. Isn't it? And then he says, so now cling on to the truth, never support the false, give up the false, and don't hold on to anything other than truth. That is the hallmark of today's. Even the Veda says, Satyam Vada. And then we have one more step if you go for Vedas. Priyam Vada. He says, you have to speak the truth and the truth should be spoken in a pleasing manner. Not that which hurts the person. Yes, maybe as a teacher you see somebody doing a mistake in mathematics. No point in shouting or throwing the book at on his face or saying, how many times I should tell you this? Yeah, you should tell. That is what we are meant for, teachers. All will not be the same. All the 5 fingers are not alike. We have to go down to their level, hold their hand and lift them up. Parents getting annoyed with children, children getting annoyed with old parents. How many times I get. This reminds me of a story of a old man, a son, and a crow. You know that after 65, 70, we become again children. Means the psychological. It's called Beretta Carb case in homeopathic language. Okay, whatever it is. Second childhood, in other words. So a man sits on a bench, a old man, and his son comes to him. The man asks something. This child, the son rather, a grown-up son of around 40, 45, he says that is this. And again he asks, and again he. The third time as he gets vexed. How many times does he tell the Papa? Then the father, with a heavy heart, goes inside and pulls out a 40-year-old book, diary where he had written. When his son asks something, he shows a crow and asks 100 times as what is that, he repeats. But we, when we grow up, we don't have that patience towards our parents. What a pity. You see, we are speaking about truth, Satyam and all. Yes, that is the main crux. But here what we are supposed to understand is, this is the truth that they have given us so much of time, patience, endurance, whatnot. And we have to reciprocate it when it comes to our turn, not to run away from situation. Why do we tell lies, tell me? Why do we have to bluff people? It's a kick from inside. A false kick. Hey, do you know? He believed. Oh, she has. We get an artificial kick. Understand that kick is not permanent. You kick somebody tomorrow, some other person will kick you. Law of nature. Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you are truthful, you will have people around you who are truthful. You may say initially, oh, I am so good, but why always everybody around me are like this? Hey, bye. Think, pause for a moment and think, are you really good or are you pretending to be good? 99% of cases we pretend to be good, my dear friends. There is a principle, having no work but has no time for the parents. Pretends to be busy, moving around up and down in the corridor, going here and there, up and down. Just imagine as a 3-floored building. Hey, Bob, understand, parents are first. We are here in a school because of parents. If we don't give time for them, then for whom else will you give time? Think. All projections. That is what it says in the second one. Mana sarvata mithya mandu nakore. Don't project falsehood. And remember one thing, my dear friends, my Professor Sri Hariji, he always used to say, a busiest man has time for everything. Remember, a busy man, a real busy man or a person has time for everything. And a man who has no work has no time for anything. So if a person says and makes you wait in the launch for 1.5 hours, and if he or she walks out without talking to you, understand they are not really busy. They are projecting to be busy. They are showcasing it to be busy. Oh. Instead, 4 of them are talking in the cabin for 1.5 hours. At the end of the thing, what is the net result? You just rank for big zero. Nothing. I have seen in very close quarters, lot of people. think the falsehood. So with this, we conclude today and stay in the thought of Raghava always and revel in truth every moment. Thanks for being with.